This is the story of Arjun and what happened when one day he was asked the right question. Stay with me till the end because this is the story of Arjun whose one question changed the way his parents saw him, and it might change the way you look at your children. Stay with me till the end because this question did not change Arjun's life. It changed how his parents saw him, and it might change how you see a child in your life. Arjun was 7 years old, already tired of seeing letters jump up and down, tired of seeing his friends move ahead while he stayed behind. Confused, pretending to read. His teachers had a word for him, lazy. His parents had a different word, careless. Every night, his father sat with him across the table to get homework done, and he always told him, "You are not even trying." But Arjun was trying. Arjun was doing his best. Didn't have words to explain how reading felt to him from inside. Were you ever called lazy? Or have you ever called a child in your life lazy? Tell me the truth because this story is for you. One afternoon, Arjun's class teacher stayed behind. She had 30 papers to mark. But something just made her sit next to him, not across him. And she asked him, "What does reading feel to you, Arjun?" Arjun looked surprised and he kept quiet. Nobody had asked him that. And then he said, "Ma'am, the letters dance. The words jump. They just don't stay still. Do your letters dance too?" Meera ma'am felt something inside her shift. The letters had never danced for her. And today she realized that Arjun was fighting a battle and he was working much harder than all around him. Arjun wasn't lazy, he was just exhausted. If you are a teacher watching this, share it with every parent in your classroom because you have a Arjun sitting right there. You may not have found out just yet, but soon you will. And if you are a parent, then send it to other parents. What Arjun had is called dyslexia. I will explain to you what it is, not in the way doctors talk, but in the way Arjun explained. Arjun was not lazy. These children are not careless. Dyslexia is not low intelligence. It is not carelessness, it is not laziness. It is just the brain that has a different way of processing language. In 5 children has it. Most of them are never diagnosed. They spent their entire life believing they are not smart. And then if a teacher like Meera ma'am asks the right question, it changes everything. How do you know that a child in your class may be going through what Arjun was going through? Well, here are 3 signs. 1, they avoid reading aloud. Not because they don't want to, but because it feels much harder for them. 2, they confuse letters like B and D, P and Q, not once but many times. 3. They are bright, talkative in conversation, but fall back on paper. If you see these 3 signs, then don't label, don't waste. Ask them the right question like Meera ma'am did. Meera ma'am spoke to Arjun's parents and asked them to go for an assessment. They were skeptical at first. All of us are. But finally they went to the specialist. After some tests, when the specialist confirmed it was dyslexia, Arjun's father sat in the car outside and cried. Not because his son had a disability, but because nobody had pointed it out till then, and they had misjudged him. He wasn't lazy or careless. Arjun was different. Brilliant in a way no report card had ever measured. With the right support, a specialist, tools designed for how his brain worked, Arjun began to read. Slowly at first, and then with confidence. Today, he reads every night before going to bed. Not because he has to, but he enjoys it. If you have ever called a child lazy, this video is your reminder. Send this to one teacher, to one parent who might need it. Because somewhere in a classroom, a child is sitting right now, seeing letters dance, but nobody knows, and believing it is their fault. Comment below and let me know, does your child show any one of these signs? I read every comment. Stories like Arjun matter to you. Subscribe. Not for me, for the next child whose story needs to be heard. Children don't lie. We have to learn how to listen. Thank you for watching, and remember to share it with one teacher, one parent, and give your comments.